Chapter 1. The Truth About Passive Income. Most people think passive income means easy money. That's the first mistake. They imagine waking up to cash in their account without lifting a finger. No work, no stress, just money rolling in. But here's the real story. Passive income is not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right work once, setting up a system, and letting that system pay you over time. What passive income really is, it's income that doesn't require your constant effort. You build or buy an asset. That asset generates cash flow. You manage it minimally or not at all. But that upfront phase, it's not passive. It's work, real work. You either spend time, like building a blog, or money, like hiring a ghostwriter, or both. And most people quit before it pays off. Why most people fail? Let's be honest. Most people never make it to passive income. Why? They chase shortcuts. They expect overnight success. They give up when results don't show in a week. They hear stories about YouTubers or Amazon sellers making $10,000 per month and think it's fast. But what they don't see is the 6 to 12 months those people spent building behind the scenes. You don't get passive income unless you earn it. What makes it passive later? Once your system is in place, the dynamic changes. You might be asleep while sales happen. Go on vacation while YouTube views roll in. Take a month off while your affiliate links keep earning. That's when passive income feels real, but only after setup. A look at real passive systems. To keep it real, let's break down the types of passive systems we'll explore in this video. Digital products you can sell over and over again. Physical product systems where someone else handles the shipping. Content monetization through platforms like YouTube. Affiliate marketing with recurring commissions. Low-content publishing that pays you royalties for years. Each method has its own level of difficulty, setup time, and earning potential. You don't need to master them all. Just pick one that fits your time, skills, and resources. Here on the Passive Path, we always say this: start simple, scale smart, let systems pay you. That's the game. And if you stick with this video, you'll walk away knowing which system could be your path out of the paycheck cycle. Ready to create something once and sell it forever? Let's dive into the first method, digital products, and how they can earn you money even while you sleep. Chapter 2, Sell Digital Products. You can create it once and sell it forever. That's the magic of digital products. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need to ship anything. And you don't need a lot of money to start. All you need is a simple idea that solves a real problem. A digital product is anything you can deliver online. This includes ebooks, Notion templates, Canva templates, printable planners, online courses, stock photos, music loops, video footage, and even digital art. Each one has the power to make money while you sleep. Let's break it down. You can sell a Notion planner for $10. If just 10 people buy it every day, that's $100 a day. That's $3,000 a month. You created it once, but it keeps working. Now multiply that by 5 or 10 products. That's how digital products scale. You can start without a following. Use platforms like Etsy, Gumroad, Payhip, and Creative Market. People are already searching for what they need. You just show up with a solution. Let's say you're good at budgeting. You create a monthly budget planner in Canva. Export it as a PDF. Upload it to Etsy. Now people can buy and download it instantly. No shipping, no delays. And every time someone buys, you get paid. Another example. You love journaling. You create a 30-day self-reflection journal. Add quotes, prompts, and space to write. Design the cover. Upload it to Gumroad. Share the link on Pinterest. You start seeing downloads. It feels unreal, but it's very real. If you have an audience, you can go bigger. Create a course. Teach people what you know. You don't need fancy equipment. You can use free tools. Record with Loom or OBS. Host the course on Teachable or Thinkific. Start with one module. Answer one question well. Make it clear. Make it useful. Sell it for $29. Promote it on social media or YouTube. If you sell 100 copies, that's $2,900. That course can keep selling for years. You can also license it or bundle it. You can offer it as a bonus for another product. And once it's out there, it starts working without you. Another path is affiliate-driven digital sales. You create the product. Let other people sell it. You pay them a cut. But you reach more people. This works well with ebooks and small tools. People promote it to their list. You earn while they do the selling. Now, digital products vary in income potential. A single printable might earn $20 a month. A good course can bring in $10,000 or more. The difference is audience and execution. You can start with no money. You just need time and a clear focus. Plan it, build it, list it, and improve it based on feedback. Keep your process simple. One problem, one solution, one product. Then repeat the system. Automate delivery. Add upsells. Cross-promote. Use reviews to improve visibility. And don't stop after the first product. Keep building, because each product adds another stream. And eventually, you have a portfolio that pays you every day. That's the digital product game. No warehouses, no customer service, just systems doing the heavy lifting. What if you like physical stuff more? Let's talk about the next method, one that involves real products, but without the usual headaches. Chapter 3, Sell Physical Products. You don't need to own a factory to sell physical goods. You don't need to ship anything yourself either. Today, you can sell real products without touching inventory. There are 3 main paths: print on demand, drop shipping, Amazon FBA. Start with print on demand. You design something once. Your design gets printed on shirts, mugs, phone cases, pillows. Sites like Redbubble, TeePublic, and Printful handle everything. Customer buys. The site prints the item. They ship it out. You get paid. You never touch a single product. Upload a design today and earn for years. You don't need design skills either. Use Canva. Use free icons and text. Create a simple quote shirt. Upload it. You're in business. Print on demand is free to start. No upfront cost, no monthly fees on most platforms. You just earn a cut every time someone buys. Next is dropshipping. You set up a store using Shopify. You find products from suppliers. When a customer buys from your site, the supplier ships the product. You never hold inventory, but you control the brand and customer experience. You choose your niche. You write the product description. You market the product. This model gives you more control, but it also needs more setup. You'll spend around $30 a month for your store. You'll need to test winning products. Use tools like AutoDS or DSers to automate the orders. Dropshipping works if you can drive traffic. Use TikTok. Use Instagram. Use short videos. Target trends and specific problems. Even simple products like posture correctors or LED lights can go viral. But this model is competitive. Speed matters. Branding matters. Start small. Test one product at a time. Now let's talk about Amazon FBA. FBA means Fulfilled by Amazon. You source a product from a manufacturer, usually from China, using Alibaba. You order a batch. You send it to Amazon's warehouse. When someone buys on Amazon, Amazon ships it. They handle customer service and returns. You just collect the money. This is the most expensive method to start. You'll need around $2,000 to $3,000 up front. That covers samples, inventory, shipping, labeling, Amazon storage fees. But it can be the most profitable. You can scale faster because Amazon already has the traffic. You don't need your own website. Your product appears in search. You can get reviews. You can rank higher. People trust Amazon. They buy more easily. But the competition is high. You need to research before choosing a product. Use tools like Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. Look for low competition, steady demand, room for improvement. You don't want to sell what everyone else is selling. Add a bundle. Improve the packaging. Add an insert with a bonus link. Do what others skip. Compare the three options. Print on demand is the cheapest to start. Drop shipping gives more branding control. Amazon FBA has the highest earning potential, but requires real investment. If you have no budget, start with print on demand. If you want to build a brand, try drop shipping. If you have money to invest, consider FBA. Each one can work. Each one can scale. Each one can be turned into a passive income machine. Pick one and stick with it for 90 days. You'll know if it's right for you. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just deliver value and solve a need. Don't want to deal with products at all? Then the next income stream might be what you're looking for. Sign number 2. Your mortgage is paid off. For most people, housing is their largest monthly expense. Rent or mortgage can easily take 30 to 50% of income. Now imagine it's gone. No monthly payment, just basic upkeep, taxes, and utilities. That one shift can drop your required retirement savings by hundreds of thousands. Why? Because you no longer need to cover that cost for the next 20 or 30 years. Let's take two scenarios. Person A needs $3,000 a month to live. Person B, mortgage-free, needs only $1,800. Person B reaches financial independence with a much smaller portfolio and much faster. It's not just about the money saved. It's about the flexibility gained. When you own your home outright, you're not tied to a high income. You're not forced to take jobs just to pay the bank. You can take risks. You can say no. You can walk away. That's leverage. And it matters more than most people think. If your mortgage is nearly paid off, consider accelerating the last payments. You're buying freedom with each check. And once it's gone, your lifestyle cost shrinks. This is one of the first things we check in a retirement review, because no other monthly bill moves the needle like this one. It's not about being debt-free just to feel good. It's about eliminating the barrier between you and freedom. Now let's move to something just as powerful: access. Specifically, whether you can actually reach your money when you need it. Money you need in the next 2 to 5 years shouldn't be in volatile assets. Create a cash bucket or short-term bond ladder. Let your long-term money grow elsewhere. Diversification is also emotional. When one part of your portfolio is down, another might be up. That reduces stress and helps you stick to your plan. Retirees who fail to diversify often panic sell during downturns. They watch their entire portfolio drop together. They lose confidence and abandon their strategy. But with proper diversification, the damage is limited. You don't have to own hundreds of funds, but you do need to cover your bases. Now ask yourself, is your portfolio built to survive different market cycles? Because retirement isn't just about growing your money, it's about protecting it. If you've checked the first 3 boxes, you're on the right path. But there's one more cost that can derail even the best plan: healthcare. And if you're retiring before 65, you need a clear strategy. Sign number 3, you can access your retirement money. Most people believe they can't touch their retirement accounts until they're 65 or older. That's wrong, and it's costing them years. With proper planning, you can access many types of accounts earlier. In the UK, pensions are accessible from 55. Soon, that will shift to 57. In the US, you can tap Roth contributions anytime without penalty. There are also early withdrawal strategies like the SEPP rule or Roth conversion ladder. If your investments are inside flexible wrappers like ISAs or brokerage accounts, you have even more control. You don't need to wait for some government-set retirement age. You just need to structure your accounts wisely. Here's how to think about it. Split your money into 3 buckets. Bucket 1, cash and short-term savings for the next 2 to 5 years. Bucket 2, tax-efficient investment accounts you can draw from in your 50s. Bucket 3, long-term retirement accounts for later life. This setup gives you flexibility. It removes the cliff between working and retirement. It lets you phase out work on your terms. If you already have access to at least 2 of these buckets, you may have more freedom than you realize. One of the biggest mistakes people make is keeping all their money locked up until late retirement. By the time they can use it, their best years are gone. But if your money is available now and your needs are low, you can move. Not in 10 years, now. Let's keep going. The next sign is about how your money actually works for you. Not just sitting in one account, but moving, earning, and multiplying. There's also the question of out-of-pocket costs. Premiums are just one part. You also have deductibles, co-pays, and possible emergencies. That's why it helps to create a dedicated healthcare bucket. This could be a separate cash reserve or an HSA. If you're eligible for an HSA, it's one of the best retirement tools available. Contributions are tax-deductible. Growth is tax-free. Withdrawals for medical expenses are tax-free. Another option is to work part-time for access to group health plans. This can bridge the gap until Medicare starts. Once you reach age 65, Medicare takes over. But even then, you'll need to decide on supplemental coverage. And your income can still affect your premiums under IRMAA rules. Early retirees who ignore healthcare planning often regret it. They either overpay or avoid retirement altogether. But with a clear strategy, this cost becomes manageable. Here's a checklist. Estimate your yearly healthcare expenses before 65. Review your marketplace options. Check subsidy levels based on projected income. Plan your withdrawals to manage taxable income. Consider Roth conversions or using after-tax assets. Create a separate healthcare reserve. If you can retire and still afford quality healthcare, that's a strong indicator. You're not just financially ready, you're prepared. But there's still one big question. What if you retire and everything goes wrong? Markets fall, taxes rise, you live longer than expected. Can your plan survive bad luck? Sign number 4. You have multiple income streams. Most people rely on a single paycheck. If that paycheck stops, everything else does too. But early retirees think differently. They build layers of income. Some are active, some are passive. All of them work together. It could be rental income from a property, dividends from stocks, royalties from books or digital products, a small online business, even a part-time freelance gig. The goal isn't to get rich from one stream, it's to reduce pressure on any single one. Here's a real example. One of my clients had modest savings, but 3 small income sources. Together, they gave him $2,800 a month. That was enough. He walked away from his job at 51 and never looked back. Now compare that to someone with $2 million in the bank, but no income. They worry every year about how long their money will last. They hesitate to spend. They feel trapped by their own wealth. Multiple income streams aren't about more money. They're about control. They let you retire earlier with less. They give you breathing room. They give you options. And they give you peace of mind. The best part? Many streams can be built while you're still working. You don't need to wait. You just need to start. When your income keeps flowing without your job, that's a sign you've already won. But there's something else just as important: your health, and what you plan to do with it. They have 1.2 million saved. They stress test their plan and see a small risk of running out by 88. They work 2 more years and add 100,000 in savings. Now their probability of success jumps. They gain peace of mind. There's no shame in choosing to work longer if it removes worry. You don't have to chase more wealth. You just protect what you've built. Stress testing is not about fear. It's about clarity. Once you know your plan works under pressure, you stop second-guessing. You stop waking up at night worrying about the next crash. You stop doubting every financial headline. You retire with confidence. If your plan can survive the unlucky test, you're ready. But even if your numbers are perfect, there's another problem. What will you actually do every day once you retire? But even if your numbers are perfect, there's another problem. What will you actually do every day once you retire? Because money isn't enough. You need a reason to get out of bed. Sign number 5. You're in good health and still full of energy. You wake up with energy. You move with ease. You can travel, hike, swim, build, create. And you still have dreams you haven't touched. This is your window. Not later, now. Most people retire at 65. Their health starts declining by 70. The next decade becomes about managing medication, not memories. But what if you flipped the timeline? Retire at 50. Travel while your back still feels good. Start that business with the energy to grow it. Spend time with your kids before they're grown. Visit family you haven't seen in years. Those are not luxuries. They're part of your life plan. Or they should be. Health is not guaranteed. And once it's gone, you can't buy it back. No matter how big your retirement account is. So ask yourself this: do you really want to trade your healthiest years for more digits on a screen? Or do you want to use your energy while you still have it? If you're healthy, active, and have things you still want to do, this is your sign. Because there's one thing you'll never get more of: time. Next up, let's talk about how you feel on Monday morning, and why that feeling matters more than most people admit. Grow slow money in the background. That's how you build wealth. That's how you buy freedom. This is what we talk about on the passive path. Building income that frees your time. So choose one hustle. Commit to 90 days, track your progress, adjust, repeat. And if you want more breakdowns like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with the hustle you're starting. The next video will show you how to turn one of these into passive income. Sign number 6. You're done with your job, and it's not just a phase. Ask yourself this: do you enjoy your work? Is it meaningful? Or do you wake up every day counting down to the weekend? A few rough days are normal, but if you've been unhappy for a year or more, it's not just stress, it's a sign. Burnout doesn't go away with a vacation. It doesn't disappear after a team change. It just builds slowly until it takes more than your energy. It takes your identity. Work should challenge you, not drain you. You might think you're just tired. But if you've switched roles, changed projects, even tried new companies, and nothing feels right, it's probably not the job, it's the season, and that season may be over. Retirement isn't quitting. It's shifting your energy from what drains you to what fulfills you. One of my clients stayed 5 years too long in a role that wore him down. By the time he left, he needed a year just to feel normal again. You don't have to wait until you're numb. You don't have to hit a wall. If you've had the same negative feeling for a long time, that's not something to ignore. It's a message, and the message is this: it's time for something new. But this only works if you also know what's next, and that's the next sign.